The most notable thing about Vega right off the bat is that his punch normals, while generally improved, have dramatically more damage and pushback if he's wearing the claw. This will become extremely important since his EX Flying Barcelona attack has been reverted to its vanilla hitbox and will no longer pick up opponents unless they're standing and pretty close. While it won't pick up crouching opponents at all. I'll talk about this more when I talk about his specials, but Vega often has a very difficult time completing combos that leave the opponents far away in Omega. So you have to go for very specific combo routes that minimize pushback and allow his specials to hit. Combined with some very awkward hitboxes, this makes Vega one of the most unintentionally technical characters I've played in Omega. Far forward is now 2 hits, making it a bit faster as well as letting it break armor. While close forward has good frame advantage, good damage, and very little pushback. It also doesn't change based on whether or not he has his claw, making it an extremely reliable combo tool. It even grants him some inherent charge combos. Crouch Fierce seems to be a marginally better anti-air. Far roundhouse too. Close Fierce forcing stand is a bit more important to Vega's combos. And it still is only normal which combos to heavy roll. Stand roundhouse now has juggle potential, giving Vega an easy meterless chargeless juggle off of any of his launchers. Apart from all that, his frame advantage appears to be mostly the same. Crouch jab and crouch strong are still 4 frames. Stand roundhouse is 4 frames. Close fierce, close forward, and far short are all +5. Low forward seems to be 5 frame startup now, which is a bit faster than ultra. Down towards roundhouse is a bit slower, and it's 2 hits instead of 1. It's -3 or -4 point blank, and with the frame perfect inputs of this game, it's very punishable. It's no longer a free juggle state. But if you space it, just getting the second hit is safe, and it still grants the free juggle state. Of course, it becomes more reactable like this. Vega has a target combo into it now, close short roundhouse. The Cosmic Heel is always the unspaced version since it starts from a close normal, but it gives you high damage enders from many places where you're +4. Notably, because Cosmic Heel is not a free juggle state, you can only combo out of it with things that are JP1 or higher, so many of Vega's options that previously had no juggle potential now have JP1. Which give him some new juggles elsewhere. More importantly, Cosmic Heel, in or out of the TC, now has a juggle into Ultra 1. And same with any other JP1 launcher. His car throw off of Stam Roundhouse is intact. Your main confirms appear to be close forward, low forward Scarlet Terror. Close fierce, low forward EX Flying Barcelona. And crouch jab, crouch strong, medium roll. If the claw is off, you also have close fierce, low forward Scarlet Terror. I can't find a good combo out of low forward at all besides Stam Roundhouse. Now specials. A nice quality of life change to Scarlet Terror is you used to need to charge it with down and back, but now you can charge it with either down or back. This is a valid Scarlet Terror motion. And so is this. In my opinion, it should have always been this way. Light Scarlet Terror is a powerful Ultra 1 setup, as I showed previously, but even though he has some other juggles out of it, they're outclassed by this next juggle. If you land hard Scarlet Terror on a grounded opponent, you have a juggle into the first hit of medium Scarlet Terror. This is Vega's optimal meterless ender. Medium Scarlet Terror is also important because it moves forward slightly more quickly than Heavy, so you get 2 hits in circumstances where Heavy Scarlet Terror only gets 1. Do note that single hit Scarlet Terrors set up Ultra 1, so they can be ideal. EX Scarlet Terror has really nice damage with a little follow-up hit. It has more juggle potential than the other versions, but in most cases it's not significantly stronger than ending in medium. The follow-up won't come out on its own if your EX Scarlet Terror is blocked or whiffs, but you can manually input it by hitting kick. It's a real overhead and it's safe. If it hits, you can link out of it. Light and medium Scarlet Terror were both nerfed as anti-airs. But Heavy was buffed. It has no invincibility, but a nice hitbox and decent speed. You can get some cool juggles out of it. Rolling Crystal Flash is still safe, but it's hard to get a true block string even out of the light version. The opponent can mash invincible attacks to hit you out of every other version. If you're pretty close, you can cancel into the medium version. The range is a bit better than his other enders, but the damage isn't as high as alternate routes. But it's a good route for extensions. The medium roll can FADC into his target combo. Though other light normal combos might be stronger depending on your opponent's character. Heavy roll can FADC into close forward, but it's weaker if you can't get both hits of hard flip kick. EX roll is completely new. It costs 2 bars, but it's fast, fully invincible, and does good damage. Vega previously had no invincible reversals besides his backflips in Ultra 2, so this is a massive improvement. In combos, it's a bit weaker than his other 2-bar stuff. You can FADC the first 2 hits for another 2 bars. 4 bars is a high price to pay for an invincible safe reversal, but it's nice to have, and you can do it on reaction to the block. Flying Barcelona is mostly the same, but the grab is a bit harder to get. There's also a dive kick now if you hit kick. The trajectory is radically different from the claw dive, and you can use it very early to cancel the dive, which lets you escape the corner or anti-air people who try to meet you mid-air. There's a lot of scenarios I could describe, but the dive is very good against a lot of options which beat other claw dive follow-ups. The arc lets you land past focusing opponents without hitting them, so you can stam roundhouse for example. You can combo out of it on grounded opponents, but it will never hit as a cross-up, and it's very hard to make it ambiguous, unlike the claw dive, so it's just another option in the mix-up pile. Overall, it makes Barcelona attack much stronger. If your claw is off, Flying Barcelona won't knock down. This idea was recycled in SF5. Sky High Claw was revamped considerably. The meterless version will no longer find a wall, and instead jumps in place, making it significantly faster, but a bit more telegraphed since it no longer looks like Flying Barcelona. Which strength you pick chooses the height Vega jumps, and you can hit punch at any time to get the Sky High Claw. I wouldn't call it a great move, but now you can actually use it to punish certain things like fireballs, so it's astronomically better than USF4 Sky High Claw, which is almost completely useless. EX Sky High Claw will still find a wall. It's still unsafe and still fireball invincible, so it's basically unchanged. Remove Claw is the same, except it affects Vega's gameplay a bit more to actually remove it. But Remove Mask has been overhauled. It costs 2 bars, and now comes with a Super Freeze. Anything that cancels to focus will also cancel to Remove Mask. Remove Mask gives you the damage bonus he naturally gets from taking the mask off, so it's somewhat stronger than his other 2-bar combos. The Super Freeze does give him a bit of extra charging time. However, in Omega, Vega can't pick up the mask at all. So it's a one-time deal. Vega's super is largely the same. You can no longer do the grab in juggles, but the Claw Dive was buffed to do the same damage as the grab, so it doesn't matter. Both do 400, not counting the launching hit. Ultra 1 still beats fireballs. It lacks invincibility, but it has the juggles I've been showing off. Ultra 2 is invincible, but it doesn't work in the same juggles. It only works after EX mask off combos. Both Ultras are extremely viable now, and I think the ability to land meterless Ultra 1 is quite valuable. Vega has a whole lot of combos that are just a series of normals with no ender, so I've been trying to show off the routes he can actually complete. His neutral is extremely strong, and his damage without the mask is pretty good, but overall his combo routes are very stiff compared to other Omega characters. Neutral is the most important thing in SF4, and Vega really benefits from his new reversal, but the lack of consistent anti-airs and the price of his anti-pressure tool still hurt him. Not to mention the EX flying Barcelona is a massive downgrade from USF4. I think overall he's pretty strong, but with some counterpicks, pretty much the same as Ultra Vega, but his weaknesses have been improved and his strengths have been mitigated. He doesn't really feel like an SF4 character at all, which can be good or bad.